So if I'm lost, Stacy, what are some of the basics? I know we kind of touched on them a little bit, but what are some of the basics that I can revert back to?
If you're feeling lost or, maybe stuck, I would just want to first find out what's that stuck or lost feeling like for you? Is it a sense of overwhelm by all the things that you could do, or is it kind of an emotional low? Like right now, we're in a time when it could be very easy to be in an emotional low and not do the right things. So sometimes, an emotional low could be because this could be a very isolating business, especially if you're not on a team. Nobody really celebrates your wins with you as much as your spouse or your family would. So it could be very isolating. So you could feel alone. If you're quarantined, you could feel hopeless and alone. Or let's say it's just a normal year, a normal week, and you had 3 deals fall through, which usually they happen in threes, when 3 bad things happen. That's just the universe testing your resolve. So if it's kind of, if the lost feeling or the stuck feeling is an emotional low, I would just say go back to birthdays. And some people say gratitude, and that is the highest form of emotional energy. Personally, I love birthdays, and I love to help people celebrate birthdays. And people love, receiving a text, a call, a card. And I would just say, go through the people go through Facebook, make sure you have everybody's birthday that you could have, and then just start a letter writing campaign, a social media campaign, or a call campaign. Set up a way to remind yourself. Like, I've got reminders in my card system, I've got reminders that come up on my calendar, I've got reminders that come up on my email. So I have got birthdays coming in every which way because I want to get them all, and I want to make sure that if you're my client, you get a card. If I know you, you get a social media message or a text message, because sometimes I feel like social media is hidden. But so yeah, so find a way to, get unstuck if it's an emotional low by talking to people who know you love you and love you. Or start with gratitude and expressing your gratitude with, like, if you're making calls every day, making those easy calls. Call the birthday people first, call somebody that you appreciate, and express gratitude for them.
And with no intention of getting business, right? Just simply to
Correct.
express gratitude or to tell them, to tell them happy birthday.
Exactly. It's their special day. And if they happen to want to buy a house for themselves for their birthday, so be it. I'm not going to get in their way. It's the best present that you could buy yourself, really. Um, if you are stuck in the way that you are overwhelmed or you lack focus, I have different advice. So if you are overwhelmed and you're like, I could do this, and this, just sit down. Like, in both situations, take a step back from being in your business and work on your business for a moment. So the first thing is, this is, I believe, a technique from the One Thing book teachings. And basically just write a list of everything that you could do, every minute thing that you could do. And then it could be 20 things long, it could be 50 things long, it could be 100 things long. And then once you're done exhausting that list, slash it by 80%. So let's say you started out with 100 things that you could do. Now you're down to 20. Of those 20 things, what are the 4 things that you could be doing, or 4 or 5 things that you could be doing? And from those 5, what's the one thing that you can do this week such that by doing it, everything else is unnecessary or easier? And just execute on that one thing that week. That's it. That's your only job. And then the other thing, and honestly, that's how I've gotten through some of these past weeks, because I feel like at home, I should be accomplishing so much more. And yet there's so much communication about the virus, and there's so much else that's taking my time, like connecting with family might be, things that I should have been doing, but connecting with family more. But I feel like I don't have more time now, I have more time to do stuff. I feel the pressure, let's say, to do more now because I'm not commuting, right? I'm home. So then I run into technological problems, and then I get really frustrated, and I'm like, all right, you just have one thing to accomplish today. So you could just start with the one thing, like just do that one thing. And then they say, eat the frog, just do the one thing that you have to get done, and everything else will take care of itself. The other way of dealing with overwhelm, let's say you're like, how do I decide where to focus my energies on my business? You can go back to something we talked about in an earlier conversation, which is to figure out where your most profitable lead sources are. So look at your past 24 months of deals and figure out how many came from Sphere, repeat, customers, referrals, et cetera, networking groups, social media, open houses, whatever the lead source is, and then add up all the money that you spent on those, and then figure out what the return was, and then really just double down on those top 2 to 3 lead sources. And making sure, of course, you always need to focus on the people that you already know. So your Mets, the people that already know you, like you, trust you, would use you, would refer you. So your past clients and your Sphere, which past clients are never past. They happened in the past and they'll happen in the future. They're current. So you always need to focus on them. And you also need to always have a leg of your business that's focused on people who need help now, so people you don't know. Well, people you don't know, but also people ideally who need help now that are, expressing interest in real estate. So just double down on what's been working for you. And just cut away the rest of the things. Like I mentioned, when I realized I was not making a lot of money or having a lot of enjoyment out of 2 lead sources that weren't that profitable, I just cut them.